What's up, everybody? Tony Beats Guy here, and we're doing Twitter Tuesday. That's right. We're going to take your questions on Twitter using the hashtag Tuesday. That's TWUESDAY. Now, I've done this before in the past, but we decided to do it now and bring the series back because I actually really enjoy answering your questions, and this is the best way to do a Q&A. We may do a Facebook Friday, but again, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you do, at Tony Beats Guy on Twitter. That'll be the best way to find you. And this can be wrestling and non-wrestling related questions, just any questions that you have. And I will go ahead and answer them in a video. Today we have a few here. And we'll actually start off with the first one, which says, what is your favorite Wrestle Crate item? Wow, that's a lot. That's actually a very good question. So let's start off and talk about Wrestle Crate. If you don't know what Wrestle Crate is, it is a monthly subscription box where you can get wrestling items sent to your house. They're all random, and they're delivered every month. If you want to save 10%, use the code TONYSENTME at WrestleCrate.com or WrestleCrate.co.uk to save 10%. There's a lot of cool things that I've got in the Wrestle Crate. One thing that I really enjoy is getting the pop vinyls. I just got both of the Bellas. I am also looking forward to all the t-shirts every month because t-shirts are really, really cool. And I really enjoyed the t-shirts I got. I think I really liked the last t-shirt. I got the Kenny Omega one because I don't actually own a Kenny Omega t-shirt. So now I do, and I think that is pretty cool. There was a Young Bucks Too Sweet one. There's just a whole bunch of cool t-shirts in there, and I think that's probably my favorite part about the Wrestle Crate is that you get a random t-shirt every month. And I really do like the t-shirts. I will say that because I like getting wrestling shirts, and it's cool. My thought, actually, not everybody's thought, but my thought is that if you get a wrestling shirt, you got to get one that's not WWE, or if it's a WWE one, it's got to be a guy that's like an indie star or whatever. Not saying you have to, but if you want to be cool, right, go to ProWrestlingTees.com, get one of those shirts, or Wrestle Crate. You know, I do have a Pro Wrestling Tees store, ProWrestlingTees.com, so it's Tony Beats Guy. All right, enough with the shameless plugs. Let's get right into the next question. All right, next question. What is your favorite TV series? Wow, that's a very, very good question, but I have an answer right now. My favorite TV series of all time has to be Breaking Bad. I watched Breaking Bad. I did one of those Netflix binge watching things to get caught up to I think there was like 3 or 2 more seasons left. And then I watched all 3 seasons live and just with my friends and talking about it, and it was awesome. It was great. It's just a great show. If you've never seen Breaking Bad, I suggest you go watch it all on there. And then, of course, my other favorite TV series has to be Monday Night Raw. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. But maybe. Am I kidding? I don't know. But I will say Breaking Bad, if you've never seen it, check it out. It's really, 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 really good. A lot of people think Walking Dead is better than Breaking Bad. Boo, those people don't know what they're talking about. No, they don't. It is all about Breaking Bad. It's a great show. It's awesome. I won't spoil anything about it, but it's got drama, it's got action, it's got comedy. You'll love it. So check out Breaking Bad, AMC. This was the first show that I really fell in love with. Then after that, it was like Mad Men. I went and watched Mad Men. Wow, what a great series too. Sons of Anarchy, great series as well. But these are all like modern TV series that I'm talking about. So there's been a lot of really good modern television for the fact that you can actually get that binge watching thing going on. And that's what I really like about this modern age of television is binge watching. Next question. What is your favorite moment in your YouTube career? Wow, that is a very, very awesome question, but I have this one right off the top of my head. One of the cool things that I really like about YouTube is being able to meet some of the people that watch my videos. It seems like every time I go to a wrestling show, I end up meeting at least one of my fans, and that is pretty cool. One thing that I will say is that I will not name this guy, but I met him in Chicago at Extreme Rules, and he had actually given me a bunch of stuff. What we were doing at the time was we were selling t-shirts for the Marks documentary, and this guy wanted to buy one. So I said, okay, meet me at Extreme Rules, and I will give you the t-shirt, and you can just buy the t-shirt from me and save some shipping, whatever, you know. So save me a little bit of money, and then I got to meet him. And it was really, really cool. So he bought the shirt, and then he actually gave me a note, and he gave me a couple gift cards, and he gave me a sticker from Chicago Fire Department because he's actually a firefighter, and I thought that was really, really cool. The note was basically saying how he got into wrestling. He fell out of wrestling, but then he started watching my videos and continued to like professional wrestling, and it was so cool. I really, really, really fell in love with it that I actually framed the note, and it's actually hanging up in my office. So I actually thought that was really, really cool, and I felt that I just felt really awesome for me to be able to touch somebody to the point where they felt compelled enough to give me all this stuff. And it wasn't like the monetary thing wasn't the big deal. It was the fact that he gave me the I think it was a Chicago Blackhawks sticker and a fire department sticker, and then wrote this note for me. That was the coolest thing ever, because it was very, very personal, and it just made me really, really made me feel really cool. And I just really, really liked it. So I think that was one of the biggest moments of my YouTube career. And it's always just cool to meet YouTube fans. I mean, I don't care about the views or all that. It's really just like doing these videos and like seeing the reaction. Like when I first started on YouTube and I would hear people be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Tony Pizza Guy," I would just, there's nothing better than that, I will say. Next one is, what is your current favorite piece of wrestling merch you own? Well, that's actually a really, really good one. There's a lot of merchandise that I have because we're actually looking at opening a wrestling merchandise store, a physical store, and selling stuff online as well. But we actually came across these really cool WCW motorcycle figures, which I thought were really, really cool. I think we have Goldberg. I think there's a Kevin Nash and a Hulk Hogan one. And they're on these motorcycles, and they say these words, and they're boxed, and they're in like perfect condition, and they still work, and they say all the catchphrases like, "I'm Hulk Hogan, brother," ha 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 ha, and then Goldberg's like, "You're next, I'm Bill Goldberg," and they're just really, really cool, and I really like them. So they're these WWE Roadster bike things, and I always think that's pretty cool, and just the fact that they're boxed and in like perfect condition, I mean, you can't really beat that. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it's so hard to find wrestling merch like from the old days that is actually in like really, really, really good condition, and these are in great condition. So we're gonna say that those WCW ones are my favorite. All right, this is a really, really good one. You can take two mid-card dudes and rebuild them for a push. Who do you got? I'm gonna get some flack here, but I honestly think that one of the dudes you could take is The Miz. I know what you're saying. He sucks. He was champion at the wrong time, whatever. But I do think that The Miz, if done properly, everybody loves reality TV. People love Miz. He's got a look. He's got the charisma. He's got the determination to try and be a main eventer. Whatever they're doing with him now just isn't working, and it's boring. I mean, I saw him at a WWE house show fighting The Miz fighting AJ Styles, and I was like, wow, okay, he still knows how to get the crowd to hate him. The Miz is good at what he does. He made the whole crowd be quiet before he took off his sunglasses, and that was great. I think The Miz is a guy that you could push, you could rebuild him, you could make him a top heel if you wanted. The problem is that they don't really have anything compelling for him right now. I don't know what they would really do, but we'll just leave The Miz as one. Another one is Cesaro. Obvious reason, Cesaro should be a top guy. He got injured. I don't know what he's doing right now, but I honestly think that Cesaro should be a top guy. He should be a main eventer, and I think he's just a very, very great wrestler. He's an awesome wrestler. He's got the look, the body. His mic work can get a little improved, but honestly, Cesaro is a great person, and I think he should be pushed to the moon. All right, here's a good one. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Not me. Couldn't be. Wait, is that how it goes? I don't know. His name is John Cena. All right, next question. Do you think the build for WrestleMania is weak? This is a very, very good question because I have seen this all over the internet, and everybody is saying that WrestleMania is weak this year. WrestleMania sucks. They're not building it properly. It doesn't even feel like WrestleMania season. And you know why? Because they were building to WWE Roadblock. It's an honest thing. We don't really know what the main event for WrestleMania is until we get to Roadblock on Saturday. I think once Roadblock is over and we get to Monday Night Raw Monday, we're going to build towards Mania very, very well. One of the things that I will say is it is kind of weird for them to it just feels weird when they brought Shane McMahon out and they're trying to promote that match at Mania, but they do have Roadblock on Saturday. It's like the way that I think about promoting is that promote the one that the show that's coming up first, and then promote the other ones. I mean, Roadblock is just one show, so you just promote it on this week and then next week. I think they were just trying to get that grab from the Attitude Era fans who didn't really watch Monday Night Raw and see Shane's back, and then they're like, oh, let's see what Shane's going to say. But honestly, I think you got to build towards Roadblock. And then once Roadblock is over, we can get the WrestleMania build on. Yeah, it really doesn't feel like WrestleMania season because we're leading up to Roadblock, but it's going to be, it'll be fine. I mean, they always seem to pull it out of the hat. Even if it's not that great a build, the show itself is just going to be great. I mean, we have to know what the main event is going to be first. I think it's a good idea, right? You have Dean Ambrose, and then we'll find out. I guess Roman Reigns will come back on Raw. I don't know if he's even on Roadblock. Maybe he is. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. But if he's not, then you bring Roman Reigns back on Raw, depending on whatever happens at Roadblock. So I think we're good here. I think we're going to be fine with the build for WrestleMania. And I think, it might not be the best, but when you go to WrestleMania, at least when you're there live, I will say this because I've been live for the past couple, it's awesome. And there's no experience like it. It's just phenomenal. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts of all these questions in the comment section below. And the question that we will ask you guys that you can answer in the comment section, I want to take that one. You could take 2 mid-card dudes and rebuild them for a push. Who do you got? So let me know your 2 mid-card guys you would push and why in the comment section below. And we will go ahead and highlight some of those in the next video. We'll take the best ones and we'll feature them on the screen. And it'll be cool. So anyway, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, @TonyPizzaGuy, use hashtag TWESDAY. You can start it right now for next Tuesday. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. As always, Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.